All right, we're here as the Lost Rider Podcast. Good morning and welcome to this weekend's edition of News from the Camp House, listening post of the Texas Sportsman Association. This is Herman Brune, and this weekend's edition is also brought to us by the Shaw's Bend Social Club, country club for folks who don't have a country club. All right, this weekend we've got a lady with us. It's kind of a local lady. Everybody always, when they find out I'm from Shaw's Bend, everybody wants to be local. So, but no, Miss Camille Knowles. And Miss Camille, you want to tell everybody a little history on yourself?
Sure. My name is Camille Knowles, and I am a Houston girl, born and raised. My husband was a Houston police officer, and we, as soon as we got the last kid off the payroll, we moved down the coast because he doesn't people.
Right.
But my husband's family is all from, Central Texas area, and we have a lot of strong roots in this area. So it's nice to be back in this area for a little bit.
All right. Okay. Now, the purpose of this is today, Heroes on the Water.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, Heroes on the Water. You want to explain what that is to everybody?
Sure. Heroes on the Water is a national nonprofit. Our mission is to take veterans and first responders and their families kayak fishing, introducing them to the outdoors and the healing powers of being on the water and out in the outdoors.
All right. Okay. You said it's a national organization. How did you figure out this is what you want to do?
Well, the founder, Jim Dolan, and I have been friends for years. We lost him in 2019, but he started this organization in 2007. And he started it after attending a kayak fishing school that my husband was teaching. So we've been involved with his mission from inception, in one way or another. But his first trip, he took a group out of Brooks Army Medical Center out of San Antonio, down to the coast, with the approval of their recreational therapist, and put them on the water, put them in kayaks. And between Friday night being quiet, not very engaging, to Sunday we could not shut them up. It was kind of an eye-opening experience for everyone that this mode of relaxation, recreation actually has healing powers, actually has the ability to let somebody be still, be quiet, be relaxed, and kind of reset their brains. And it helps to deal with transition for those in the military that going back to civilian life, it's hard to go from the regimented schedules and, knowing everybody's got your back because they're your teammates to, wow, I don't have a schedule. I don't know these people around me. And, what do I do next? So, we try to introduce them to the community, the kayak fishing community in their area, through kayak fishing and kayak fishing events. So they show up. Everybody there has been there, done that, kind of like them. They're either first responders, or they're veterans, or they're very patriotic and want to give back to that community. So they plan these events. They put these people out on kayaks. They provide everything. It's at no cost to the participants. And they take them out, and take them kayak fishing for a few hours, come back on shore, have lunch together, get to know one another, talk about their fishing trip. How did it go today? Did you catch anything? Did you not? And, maybe meet the guy that lives a few miles away from you that's just like you and becomes your next fishing buddy.
All right. Okay. What about, is it like guided? Is there any kind of a guided thing to this? How do you know these guys know how to fish? You stick them on a kayak and send them out there,
The volunteers, typically the group of volunteers that will put together these events, there's some experts in the area. Most of them, have some kind of basic water training, but for the most, they're just experienced kayakers.
Mm-hmm.
They understand safety. We give them a lot of tools. Um, a lot of our volunteers are coming to us as first responders, so they may be firemen, they may be Coast Guard, they may be, and already have all the training. But in some cases, they're just avid kayak anglers who want to share their passion.
Right. Well, that's the deal. The guys running the trip know how to fish.
Mm-hmm.
Do the guides, the people that y'all pick up, the veterans, the people that y'all
Mm-hmm.
take on these trips to help them patch themselves up a little bit? Do you have people there that help them? Do they know how to fish beforehand, or
Some do, some don't. Some of us are lucky and we grew up with the
Right.
outdoors as part of our lifestyle. A lot of people aren't as lucky as we are.
right?
And so no, we'll introduce them. We'll put 2 or 3 participants with one expert
Mm-hmm.
in the group.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll show them the ropes. They'll make sure that they're comfortable on the water. They'll make sure they know how to cast, know how to
Right.
fish,
Right.
know how to paddle. One of the first things we do is we do a safety briefing before we go out on the water, talk about what are the conditions, what kind of body of water are we in, what are we fishing for. But we'll also go through, how does your life jacket fit you? How do you hold a paddle? What boat are we putting you in, and how safe is it, and your stability. And if we find somebody that's a participant that's really, really green, we will put them on the water with somebody standing in the water with them until they're comfortable and they understand how they feel. Most sit on top kayaks, which is all we use in our program, are stable. So, it's not like when you talk about some kayaks, you talk about having to Eskimo roll or having to pop a skirt. No,
Right,
these are
right.
all sit on top, frame seats,
Mhm.
absolutely comfortable. It's just a matter of getting on and feeling that for yourself.
All right. You said this is a national organization.
Yes, sir.
Where do y'all go primarily when you go fishing?
Well, it kind of depends. We're national, so we have 55 volunteer-led chapters in 27 states.
Okay.
So our volunteers know their local waters.
Right.
And so they're going to pick something that's typically flat water. Some do some moving water like rivers or whatever.
Mhm.
It depends on where they're at. Obviously, in the United States, the majority of our fishing is freshwater. But we do have coastal chapters as well, both in Florida and Texas and Louisiana. I don't have one in coastal Alabama, and I don't have one in Mississippi yet, but the rest of them, we got them covered.
All right. Well, here, where do y'all go? Automatically I'm thinking Rockport, Port Aransas, some of those back bays, Oyster Lake, Palacios. That's what
I have a Coastal Bend chapter, which is out of Corpus. They spend a lot of time in that area, like between Portland and Corpus.
Okay.
My Rockport chapter spends a lot of time in Aransas Pass, Rockport area, Brown Root Flats, Lighthouse, those areas, if you know those areas.
Right.
But it kind of depends on what the wind's doing. What's the best place to be for the conditions that day for everybody to have a good trip. My Galveston Bay guys out of Matagorda, stay in East Matagorda Bay. My Beaumont guys have several places up there in the Sabine area that they fish that are protected. I've got guys in San Marcos that fish the Guadalupe.
Okay.
But they've got, they know where their input is, they know where their takeout is, and they plan that trip accordingly. So it kind of depends on where they're at and The volunteers typically know their waterways well.
All right. How often does this take place?
Again, depending on where they're at. My New York chapters, I got one just outside of Rochester, New York. Their season's a lot shorter than ours is here in Texas. So they do 3 to 5 events a year up on the Finger Lakes in New York.
Oh,
but
that's cool.
yeah, it is. It's beautiful too. But like Corpus Christi will do 12 or 14 events a year. They'll typically do one a month or more. Rockport's the same way. Matagorda's the same way because they can.
All right. Okay. Repeat customers or people that go more than once. And we say they're healing. I mean, yeah, that's what you do. You go out there and you chill out. But you primarily getting people that are, and when you say that, I think they got some kind of a handicap. No, they just need to chill out.
Exactly. I mean, we can accommodate those that have come back and lost limbs or have challenges that way. We have adaptive equipment to help them. Most of our chapters have access to it if they need it. But no, for the most part, it's just, especially for our first responders, it's just introducing them to the outdoors and being on a kayak as a tool in their tool chest to cope.
Okay. All right. It still leaves me, how do you get a hold of these people? How do you find them?
Well, our chapters do a lot of community outreach. They go and visit VFWs and Legion halls. They go to other veteran-specific events. There's so many veteran service organizations out there. A lot of times one of them will do an expo where a bunch of resources all get together, and we'll attend those. The other is going and putting flyers, talking to people like you. We put flyers in police stations, fire stations. I've talked to the National Association of Police Organizations to get the word out. We try as much as we can, every opportunity we get, to go out and talk about our program and help our volunteers find more participants.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what, let's take a quick break. Thank folks who let us come on here every Saturday morning. We'll be right back.